It is Wednesday, me folk.
And that means it's time for another weekly buyer's guide. Whee! Starting off with a quick honorable mention from a weekend deal that's still kind of at the same price on the deal was this thing, because it's like a full steering wheel for less than $2,000, which is absolutely sick. I think I'm gonna maybe proposition them for a review sample at the end of my 4,000 review samples that I've currently just taken on. But this looks sick, and like it's got the flappy paddles and the pedals for the racing, and this will be great as like a entry into some racing stuff, but without having to spend like 6,000 rand on a steering wheel. This is like $2,000. But starting off with the top 10 at number 10, I'm throwing in the Evetech Mousepad because these are just sick value, like crazy good value. Nice big size. As you can see, it's 880 by 440. It's a big old desk mat of a thing. 5mm thick is quite nice as well, so if you do curl it up at a LAN, you've got an instant pillow. It comes in a really awesome box, and if it is in the box, then you can use it for home defense. As I said, it's braided, so it's not going to fray and come apart anytime soon, and it costs like less than half of any mouse pad at the size, which is wild. At number 9, I've thrown in a little bit of a different one with this AC1300, but really 867 megabit speed Wi-Fi. If you really hate like cables around your house, then this is the solution. You will have practically no loss with this, especially if it's in the same room as the damn thing. 867 is fast, like it's really good, and no detectable packet loss. Some minor ping increase of about 5 millisecond overall, but over the cable. But then hey, no cables anywhere. And because it's beamforming, because it's got the good MIMO technology, it doesn't mean it's going to go through walls and stuff. And it's got a friggin' heatsink on it. Like it's a Wi-Fi card with a fat heatsink on it. At number 8, I had to put in this Cougar PURI TKL to send a subliminal message through to Cougar, maybe not so subliminally, maybe audibly, message through to you guys. Cougar, please gonna test this thing out, because it's got new new switches, which are your guys' own switches. You've made your own switch, and like I want to test this out, and it looks sick, and I really love TKL, and it comes with like a dust cover thing, and like the price point is sick, especially for something that has a removable cable that I can channel any way through this keyboard. Like, it looks really good. It looks like you've done a really good job here. Give it to me so I can attest to that. Until then, it's not going any further in the top 10. At number 7, it's a case I've just done a review on. It's the NX410. It's really good bang for buck, all things considered. It comes with the included fan kit, which is why it's so good bang for buck, because it would be kind of average at 900 rand with the spec and size and everything that you get. With the glass side panel and the front mesh, it would be fine, but it becomes a really good deal because of that included fan kit. You would literally only probably need to throw in a 120 at the top here, depending on your system, and you should be good to go. I tested with just the included fan kit, and temps were basically the same as being on open air, so I would say maybe a degree or two higher. So airflow, even with just the base platform, is pretty damn good. Coming in just ahead of that, it's this Cougar MX410. Very similar name, I know. I don't know why they've done this, but very similar case. But this one is slightly better. I actually have bolted this. I built a friend's nephew's PC into this system, and it was really nice. Included fan kit, once again, is just that tipping point for me. 3 120s up front and then the 120 at the back. And the nice thing about the Cougar fans, they're very good with high pressure. So if you're going to do water cooling, if you're looking at doing like a 240 mil on the front here, then that'll be absolutely perfect in this environment, because you've got so many fans as well, and you're going to get 2 more that come with your kit. You could have like 4 in and a push pull, and then you could move one to the back, so you've got 2 extracting at the back with 4 in at the front. It's gonna go like really nicely. Well, I know because I've done it actually. So yeah, that's basically what the setup was. Now, the only caveat here, just be careful, is the max graphics card length, because yeah, when you put a 270mm in there, it's literally like 1mm clearance. The clearance was so fine and so perfect, I actually took a photo of it and sent it to my mate afterwards. I did check that, but yeah, it was toyed. It was toyed, to say the least. Mid-range gaming PC, like 2060 up to 2060 Super. This is going to be absolutely killer. Breaking into the top half at number 5, I had to throw in this LG 144 because it's like sick price. I've got the exact same panel, the M77, but it's with a periscope neck and like a couple added, like little USB ports and a headphone jack on the side and some nice little add-ons. That throwing those away or out with the bolt waters is 800 rand discount. So if you're looking at just getting a one, no frills, no fuss, 144, As you can see, your boy has reviewed it. I was quite tired on that day. It had been rough, as you can see, but I mean, look at those bags. You could pack up and go on holiday with those things. Coming in just ahead of that is the screen I actually replaced it with. It's not perfect, this Dell 144, but it is very good value. G-Sync is nice to have. The MPRT mode is for like extreme high frame rate stuff, so like CS and stuff does look considerably better on the MPRT mode. I actually had it today where with some of the updates I was getting like 500 FPS on Mirage, and then literally like anything that was in high contrast was dragging and ghosting pretty bad. You have to get your frame rate, or limit your frame rate to just above the refresh rate. I'd say your limit is about 250 when the ghosting does disappear, but MPRT takes care of all of that as well. Sorry, bumping the monitor that the webcam is on, but it does take care of a lot of those problems. The periscope neck is extremely nice to have, a little bit short for me, but yeah, you know, not everybody's hulking 183 centimeter plus mongoloid, so I get that. Pass-through is nice, HDMI is nice. It's just really solid value because it's also covered by Dell's premium panel guarantee with a 3-year warranty and G-Sync. Like, throwing in that G-Sync, it's kind of wild. At number 3, it's a pretty cool upgrade kit from AMD. X570A Pro does give you PCI Express 4.0 capabilities. Ryzen 5 3600 is a 6-core 12-thread. It's a nice little CPU. The only thing in this kit you're going to look at upgrading in the near future is going to be the RAM. Dual channel makes a considerable difference, and 3200 MHz dual channel on AMD makes even more of a difference. If we've seen a review of this ever, it makes a massive performance difference to the setup. But the reason I like this is this motherboard is not the cheapest ever, and neither is the CPU. That's already like over the 7.5K value. It's got nice future proofing in it because of that motherboard, because in whatever point you would like to, you can upgrade to a 5000 series processor and not have to replace the remainder of your system. At number 2, down one spot from number 1 previously, it is the AOC QHD 144Hz. It's the cheapest 1440p 144Hz you're going to find with this kind of spec, and did I mention 4-year local warranty? This is one of the sickest things about AOC. I'm very impressed with them on this, is that they've actually done a 4-year warranty. This is a VA panel as well, so response time on high refresh rate, I'd love to test it to see if it is an issue. I have found that with VA panels in general, unless they're 1 millisecond response time, like 240 Hz monsters, there is sometimes a bit of a delay on that. So I'd love to test it and see, but on the base of it, the low blue light mode, I mean, it's got everything. It's got literally every single like premium feature tech minus HDR is really the only thing you could look to add to this, but it's 120% of sRGB VA panel. Okay, brightness by the looks of things is maybe a little bit low as well, but the value, just overall value of this panel is extremely good. And at number 1, it's an Intel upgrade kit, which might seem weird, but it's really good upgrade kit. B460H is an absolutely fantastic motherboard. Got all of the premium ROG features, M.2 cooling, another M.2, plus another shorter M.2 slot, plus a massive, you know, custom sound card that's completely isolated on the board itself. It's got 4 RAM DIMMs, it's got tons of expansion for SATA and USBs and all the lovely things, and then 10700F is a really good pairing with that because these are both not overclockable. So if you're looking at something just straight out of box and you don't want to spend extra for absolutely no reason, then this will be absolutely perfect thereon. Did I mention the 10700F alone is 7.5 grand? So for like 2.5 grand, you're getting a ROG Strix B460H, like one of their best B460 motherboards. I absolutely love this series of ROG stuff. I think they're absolutely fantastic for this niche. And then you're getting, to my own gig, 3200 MHz memory. This is 1,900 rand value over here. So this motherboard costs you 700 bucks if we itemize it. These upgrade kits, the value is absolutely staggeringly good, and if you're not worried about having the very like best like 1 FPS, like oh my 1 FPS is better than yours, this is a really solid platform for under 10k, and I just don't see anything better priced and spec'd in that price bracket right now, which means that this is our deal of the week, and that is going to be me. I have so many reviews that are coming out, guys. I can't even tell you. I've got Razer, sorry, SteelSeries Rival 3, that's where the R came from. I've got the new Huntsman keyboard, I've got speakers, I've got cases, you name it. I picked up like probably 3 weeks worth of more of review stock. But anyway, it'll all come out in the near future. Just stay tuned. I'll see you on the flip side. Love your faces. Okay, bye. Also, like and subscribe. Don't forget the things. Thanks. It helps. Every bit helps. Much appreciated. Until then, bye.
It is Wednesday, me folk.